Good evening, I'm Bo Williams and welcome to the 7. Let's get a look at the Big 7 stories happening right now. And topping the list, a volunteer fire department put in a bind, if you will. And the fire chief says it's just one example of a nationwide problem. Parrottsville Volunteer Fire Dept in Blount County seeing fewer volunteers and a rise in emergency calls. The department says call volume nearly doubles each year, even as the number of available responders continues to drop. Now, Fire Chief Jacob Henry tells 6 News it's becoming more and more difficult to recruit new members. Just last week, the department responded to 5 calls in a single day, and with limited staffing, those shortages are affecting response times. Now, with fewer volunteers, there are also fewer people available to help with fire prevention efforts, which can lead to more fires and more fire-related deaths. If departments like this disappear, rural communities could be left without emergency help when they need it most.
About your community, I mean, if you're sitting at home and you don't have nothing to do, you could be giving a little time back to the community. And I mean, think about what's going to happen if you need you need the fire department. I mean, who's going to come and help? So I mean, it's just giving back to your neighbors like your neighbors are giving to you.
Chief Henry is urging anyone in or around Parrottsville to consider volunteering. He tells us becoming a volunteer requires some in-house training. There is a volunteer interest meeting, by the way, held on the last Tuesday of every month at 7 p.m. And if you are interested in becoming a volunteer and have the time, you can go to wate.com for more information on how to get connected. All right, big progress in an investigation after a deadly shooting. Police have been looking for Deshaun Moten for just shy of 2 months. Officers now revealing that U.S. Marshals took Moten into custody today in Detroit. Now, we told you when the 27-year-old was indicted back in November. Investigators say the victims were riding with Moten traveling from Detroit to Atlanta. 2 of them were killed. Another was hurt when they were shot along a stretch of I-640. We're told Moten drove off in a rented Ford Bronco. It was later found in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky, just outside of Cincinnati. Now that he has been arrested, Knoxville police say Moten will be sent back to Knox County, where he faces 17 counts, including 2 counts of first-degree murder. Now a big change that's getting a serious examination. Could Morristown East and Morristown West high schools combine into one? Well, Hamblen County Schools is in the early stages of considering whether to do just that. Now, the question is the focus of a feasibility study ordered by Hamblen County Schools. At this point, if the schools were to combine, it is unclear what would happen to the 2 schools' separate sports programs. Superintendent Arnold Bunch told the school board at a recent meeting that there's so much talk going around about it right now. He was actually stopped by someone over the holidays at a Christmas parade. Now, Bunch emphasizes that no final decision has been made and that it has not yet been presented to the board. He adds that he will only bring this to the board for consideration if he believes it will benefit the students.
This is early stages. It has not been taken to the board. We have just started our investigation into this. No decision is made.
Bunch said if it did become reality, this would be one school with 2 separate campuses with the aim of creating a better experience for students following graduation. Bunch notes this could happen in the 2027-28 school year. So again, we'll continue to watch that for you. All right, another school system in our Big 7 list tonight is the victim of a phishing scam. Blount County Schools has now updated its cybersecurity policies after it lost nearly $75,000. One school system employee apparently opened a scammer's email, mistakenly giving them access to sensitive password information to access the payroll system. This happened back in June of 2024. Now, the scammers changed bank account routing information inside the payroll system, affecting 34 employees, leading to the money being lost. Now, once the issue was discovered, we're told affected employees were paid. The bank was able to recover around $40,000 of the $75,000 that was stolen. Blount County Schools has since moved to a new payroll system that requires 2-factor authentication for all accounts. IRS says, by the way, email scams are a common way for scammers to go after your personal and financial information. Better Business Bureau says to read emails carefully. Telltale signs that a scammer might be at work are misspellings or grammatical errors. Also be wary of urgent instructions to take a specific action. Answers about a big ruckus last night in North Knoxville. 6 News viewers spotted Knoxville police cruisers zipping by. Today we found out 2 people now in custody after what police described as an armed carjacking and chase last night. Now, Sunday night, officers responded to Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue near Dr. Walter Hardy Park. According to the victim, he was parked when 2 men wearing ski masks took his Honda Accord at gunpoint. Officers later found the car near North Broadway and Atlantic Avenue, leading to a pursuit after the suspects ditched the car and ran. 18-year-old Malachi Cody and 20-year-old Joseph Stafford were caught with the help of drones and a canine unit. Officers recovered the carjacked vehicle, an AR-style pistol, and a handgun. Both, by the way, have been charged now with carjacking and felony evading arrest. Well, tonight we are hearing from the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency after a bear ransacked a candy shop in Gatlinburg. You know, we've been showing you the damage left behind at Glade's Homemade Candies after the business says the bear hit the store for the 4th time. And now TWRA is telling 6 News that it has been working with the business to prevent something like this from happening again. We're told the agency uses a variety of tools to reduce human-bear interactions, including an equipment loaner program, which offers devices such as electronic welcome mats. However, because the equipment is in high demand, TWRA cannot always loan devices like this for long. Now, each year, TWRA says it receives over 1,000 calls related to human-bear interactions, and wildlife officers are reminding everyone that black bears are wild animals that should not be fed. TWRA adds that when bears repeatedly find human food, they can pose a risk to people and cause property damage. As for Glade's Homemade Candies, TWRA says the business did nothing wrong, but is suffering the consequences of others who are not bear-wise. All right, a big move for a Knoxville nonprofit. After being approved by Planning Commission last week, the nonprofit CareCuts, which specializes in bringing resources to the homeless, is getting a new home. Currently, the nonprofit runs out of its location in North Knoxville, but will be moving to a new location off Clinton Highway. Planning Commissioner Tim Hill, who is part of the advisory board for CareCuts, says it will be operating as a social services center. CareCuts currently helps people in need, receiving things like birth certificates, identification, and other resources to help with job applications, transportation, and housing. And Hill told 6 News that their current location, located at 519 William Street, was only meant to be temporary.
There is a contract on that property to redevelop it for multifamily. This has always been a short-term / interim plan for CareCuts. They now have a situation where this can be a more permanent, long-term plan on Clinton Highway.
As a planning commissioner, Hill did not participate in the approval of this new space. He tells us the new facility will operate as a day center 4 days a week from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m.